one guy who does not have to wait. It is a rare victory Friday out in the Amarillo area for Caprock High School. Not rare because they don't win a lot, but rare because it's been 30 years since they took down their arch rival, the Amarillo Sandies. But they did it last night in impressive fashion, getting a very I would say surprising 38-30 win, at least from our perspective. And here to talk about it is the head coach of the Caprock Longhorns, Coach Dan Sherwood. Coach, congratulations on your big win.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Going into last night, you are an Amarillo High grad, so you know all about this rivalry. What were you preaching to your kids, knowing that it's been a long time since Caprock's taken down the Sandies?
Really, all we preached was the opening district game. It's no emotion to it. We're just treating it like any other district game. I told the kids they need to expect the win because we expect to win, and they did a good job and went out and got it done.
And you guys came out like a house on fire. You guys jump out to a halftime lead, a really 24-7 halftime lead. For you guys, how important was it for you guys to start fast in this game?
Well, that's what we preach every day. We always talk about starting fast and finishing strong, and that's what I was most impressed with. Yes, we did start fast, but they finished extremely strong, finished better than we have in past years.
And you guys had a terrific game from your quarterback, Zach Insenius. 26 of 34, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns. To me, the most impressive thing he did, it seems like he took care of the ball, and in a district game that can often have a lot of high emotions, I imagine that's something you were pretty pleased about last night as well.
Definitely. That's something he put on his commitment card. He wanted to take care of the football, make sure we didn't have any turnovers, because you can't give Amarillo High second chances. They're a very well-coached, very disciplined football team, and that's what they like to do is take advantage of mistakes from other people. Zach did an excellent job, but also our offensive line and running back did an excellent job in pass protection, giving us time to be able to stretch the receivers downfield. And Zach and the receivers all had a lot of guts to be able to make some big third down conversions and be able to make plays on down the road late in the game.
And you guys, speaking of your receivers, you had 2 guys who had particularly big nights. Alex Cantu, 10 catches, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Cesar Juarez comes up with 120 yards on 8 catches and 2 touchdowns himself. For you, how much fun is it for you to be out there calling plays for guys who you can go to a lot of different directions? A lot of teams only have one go-to target. Seems like you've got a variety of them.
Well, our coaches did an excellent job with the game plan, with our bye week and everything, found a way to be able to spread the ball around and found answers. For Amarillo High did a good job. They showed a lot of different looks, and our coaches did a good job communicating. Kids did a good job with not panicking, being able to just stay focused and trust what it is that we've been coaching them to do and execute how we wanted to execute.
We're talking with Dan Sherwood, the head coach of the Caprock Longhorns here on DCTF Live. Get involved in the conversation at #DCTF Live. And, Coach, on the other side of the ball, your defense, the scoreline's not necessarily indicative of how well your defense played. I know the fourth quarter, the Sandies mounted a pretty big comeback to close this thing within 8. But what were you seeing defensively that you're particularly happy with?
Our kids were playing with a lot of heart and with a lot of speed. I mean, we were undersized compared to what Amarillo High had, so we knew we were going to have to use our speed and quickness. Kids did a good job being physical, and more than anything, I mean, they just relentlessly pursued to the football, and that's what I'm most pleased with. From everybody, from the corners all the way to the D-line, everybody involved did a good job of gang tackling and holding those guys, keeping them from falling forward, because their running backs do an excellent job of finishing forward every play, getting another 2 or 3 yards. So that's what I'm most pleased with, was our physicality and our pursuit.
You're in your 3rd year there at the helm of the Longhorns, and in your first 2 years, you guys won a combined 4 games. You're now 4-0 this year. What is it that's clicked this year that's made this different than the past couple?
Our kids have just kept the faith and kept working for what it is that we try to preach, what we're teaching them to do. They've bought in really well. And more than anything, they've grown as a team. They've grown together more so than I've seen in past years, and they just keep fighting. We've had four 4 games, and all 4 of them completely different wins. They find a way to get it done in the end, and that's what I'm most pleased with.
And now you guys look forward to the rest of your district play, and it is a stacked district. You know, it does not get a whole lot easier from here. Obviously, the Canyon schools will be in the mix. Dumas is off to a great start. When you take a look at District 3 5A, what are your impressions?
You said it best. It's an extremely tough district that anybody can beat anybody on any given night. And you have to prepare well. You have to stay focused. You have to condition. You have to do all the little things right every single day of every week in order to give yourself a chance to have a victory. And the kids have bought into the aspect of the process and not the end product. And just like today, we're hitting the weight room hard and going to watch film and critique because we still made a lot of mistakes that we've got to get fixed if we want to keep this thing going.
You've won your last 3 games by a combined 22 points. How is your heart?
That's a good question. Everybody tells me that's a good game. I said maybe from your perspective, but not so much fun from the sideline.
I know that it's been some close calls, and then I do want to talk about the rivalry. You are a Sandy, but I can't imagine there were a ton of mixed emotions going into last night.
No, there wasn't. I know I'm from Amarillo High. I know I'm a Sandy, but I chose to be a Longhorn with my professional career, and I bleed orange and white, and I really love the atmosphere that we have over here. The kids, my personality and the kids' personality over here, it's a really good marriage. Coaching staff is excellent. I can't say enough about the staff that I have and the kids that we get to coach. It's a lot of fun.
And I know that you preach to your kids, as you mentioned earlier, preach to your kids. It's a district game. It's a key game. Take the emotion out of it. But the last time that Caprock beat Amarillo, you were not born yet. For you, is there a special sense of accomplishment having taken down, the big rival in town?
It is. It's a good win for us, obviously. More than anything, it's great for the community. The community we had guys from that '86 team came in and said some things to the guys after the game, and it's good to have that kind of reminiscence and that feedback and everything that you get from the alumni. And we want to keep that going. We want to keep having more alumni come back and keep this thing going into a program.
He is Dan Sherwood. He's the head coach of the 4-0 Caprock Longhorns. Coach, appreciate your time. Again, congratulations on the big win. Enjoy the long weekend for a second, and go get them next week.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a good one.